Listen, and we appreciate y'all, and we thank God for you all this morning. Got us some time this morning, so what I want to do is grab those Bibles. I want you to go to Second Kings, the fifth chapter. Second Kings, the fifth chapter. We're gonna start at the first verse, and I'm gonna bounce down to the ninth verse. First, it's First King, the fifth chapter, starting at the first verse. Naaman was the commander of the Caesarean army. The Lord had helped him and his troops defeat their enemies. So the king of Syria respect Naaman very much. Naaman was a brave soldier, but he had leprosy. I'm gonna go down to verse 9. The verse 9 says, and Naaman left with his horses and his chariots and stopped at the door of Elisha. Elisha, number 10, Elisha sent someone outside to say to him, go wash 7 times in the Jordan River. Then you will be completely cured. Number 11, but Naaman sound off. Naaman just went off and started grumbling. Why couldn't he just come out and talk to me? I thought for sure he would stand in front of me and pray to the Lord, his God, then wave his hands over my skin and cure me. Number 12. What about the Abna River and the Pharpar River? These river of Damascus is much cleaner than those of Israel. Watch this. I could have washed in them and been cured. 13. His servant went over to him and said, sir, if the prophet had told you to do something difficult, you would have done it. So why don't you do what he told you to do? Go wash and be cured. Number 14. Naaman walked down to the Jordan and he walked out into the water. He stooped down and he dipped 7 times in the water, just as Elijah told him. And at once he was cured and his skin became as smooth as a child's. I want to use just for I'm going to pull right back at this part right here. Naaman stormed off, and he said, "Couldn't I have washed in a cleaner water?" I want to use this for a topic, and I've talked about this before. Miss Frida Martineau, we thank God for you. Freddie Martineau, hey Freddie, how are you? We thank God for you. I want to use for a quick topic this morning. The blessing in the nasty things. The blessing. I've dealt with this before. I'm going to use that for a topic. The blessing in the nasty things. And I know here we are sophisticated people. We don't like things nasty. We don't want stuff out of the ordinary. We want things to be like we like them. And but I found out that sometimes what God will do is God will put you in a position and a place. Catch this, where he wants to get something to you. But the place where he's sending you, catch this, is not always up to your par. He's sending you places where it's not up to your part. You don't want people to see you in certain places because you got this thing about you. You got this proud stuff about you. You can't be here, and that's not a good look for you. I can't go there because if I do that, people gonna think something about it. Well, I come to let you know today that sometimes God will send you into places. He's gonna send you into some places where it does not fit you. It is not part of you, but he says what I got for you may be in there. It's going to be in there. Now I want y'all to get this today. Naaman. The Bible starts off by the book. The writer starts off by telling us the good stuff about Naaman. He tells us that Naaman won wars and he is a good man and he fights hard and he's a good soldier. But then it turns around and says one thing about him. It tells us all these good things, but one thing, and that one thing was he was a leopard. He had leprosy. Yes, he had leprosy. Now, I figured, I was looking at that, and it's amazing how that's how most of us are. Yeah, most of us right now, folk can tell you about 3 or 4 good things about you, but they also can tell that one thing. That one thing. Everybody got that one thing that can change how folk look at you. That can change the minds of people. That one thing. Everybody got one thing. That one thing. If somebody knew about that one thing, their perception of you would change. Yeah, yeah. Oh, he's a man of God. But then that moment, that one thing show up, then now you're talking about the man of God just like everybody else is. Oh, she's a good woman, but that one thing show up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That one thing shows up. Then you start pulling away from them. Everybody got that, at least that one thing, that one thing, that one thing, that one thing, that one thing. Everybody got that, at least that one thing. He is a leopard. Out of all of that, he is a leopard. The Bible talks about, here it is, he wanted to be healed. He wanted to get rid of that thing. And in trying to get rid of the thing, he now finds himself in the presence or at the house of the man of God. He needed a word to get himself together. He needed a word. He needed something that was going to change his situation. He's going to need it. He's needing it. So he goes to the man of God. He goes to Elijah, and he pulls up in front of Elijah's house. And when he pulls up in front of Elijah's house, Elijah doesn't even come outside and talk to him. Elijah sends someone to him and tells him, say, go and wash in the Jordan. Go dip 7 times and you will become clean. Now, I want y'all to hear this. Many times what God has done is he has given us a word. Yeah, yeah. He has given us a word that tell us what we need and where is that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But many of us are just like Naaman. We're just like him. Well, God, I mean, you could have at least you sent the message by somebody else to me. Why you just didn't tell me for myself? Not only you didn't tell me, but you sending me to one of the worst place ever. Yeah. I'm sending you. He's sending you to the worst place, and you complaining. You're doing just like Naaman. You're grumbling. You're complaining. You sit here talking about why not? Why me, God? I could have done this. I could get the same healing from this place. I could have got that from that place. But Daddy said that's not the place where I'm sending you. I'm sending you to a place that most folks would consider beneath you. I'm sending you to some place, here it is, where it does not fit your character. It does not fit your agenda. I'm doing something for you, but it won't fit you. Ain't it something how God can do stuff for you and bless you out of places, oh my goodness, where that didn't fit you? It wasn't contrary. It wasn't the place where you thought that you. That's why we got to get out of our own heads. He says, lean not to your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge me, and I will direct your path. I'm gonna give you direction. I'm gonna instruct you. I'm gonna tell you how to get. I'm gonna do it for you. But many of us want God to tell us how to do it, but we don't want to do what He tells us what to do. We don't want to do it. We don't want to follow what he's telling us to do because again, it doesn't fit me. That's beneath me. I'm not going to go there. Why can't I do it here? Let me do it over here, God. I done been here this long. I mean, come on. I'm not. And he said, go to the Jordan, dip 7 times. He's complaining, he's grumbling, and he leaves the man of God's house. Watch this. One of the servants now comes to him. He's over there grumbling, and now she comes to him. She said, if the master had told you to do something difficult, you would have put everything that you had to show him you could do it. Oh, come on. Y'all missed that part. If the master had told you to do something that was real difficult, you would have done your best. You would have done everything that you could possibly do. Here it is, to make sure that you got that done. Then why not go do what he tell you to do? He told you this is not difficult. This shouldn't even be hard for you. All you got to do is go to the Jordan and dip. Y'all got to hear that. And sometimes God got to send some people to remind us of what he told us. He got to remind us of what he said to us, because we're so busy grumbling and complaining about what he told us to do until we forgot what he's already done for us. Anytime God gives you a word, he's already worked it out for you. Anytime he gives you a promise, all you got to do is stand on it and know that it's going to happen for you. Yeah. I found out this, y'all, that sometimes what God has to do is God got to send you to a nasty place to get some nasty stuff off of you. One more time, one more time. Sometimes God will put you in a nasty position, send you to a nasty place, put you around some nasty people. Here it is, to work on how nasty you are. Yeah, yeah. Because you find out, here it is, you find out that sometimes you think you walk around here nasty, but then you got some folk that's nastier than you. He got to send you into some places, watch this, that's nasty, to get that nasty thing off of you. The Jordan was nasty. The places he wanted to go to was much cleaner. But God said, watch this, but the man of God said to him, your blessing ain't in the clean stuff. Your blessing is in the nasty place. Yeah, that's for somebody here today. That's for somebody who's listening today. God saying your blessing may be in the nasty place. The same place you're trying to avoid is the same place he got your blessing at. The same nasty people you trying to keep away from is the same people, here it is, the same nasty people that got your miracle with them. That same, y'all, come on, y'all got to get this. That same nasty place where you're trying to get from or not trying to go to is the place where your miracle and your blessing and God's power and your turnaround, your finances, everything that he has for you may be right in there. The nasty place is the place that's storing your blessing. How can it be that the nasty place is the place that's storing my blessing? Watch this. Because here's how. What God will do is this. God will take your blessing, put it in the nasty place. Here it is. Because he knows the other people gonna have the same mindset. Those who may try to steal what you got gonna have the same mindset you got. It's nasty. I'm not going in there. God said that's what I need them to do. I need them to see the nasty place, hit us, and not knowing that the blessing is in there. Because if you put it in the good place, they break in, they steal it, they want it, they go after it. But if you put it in some place, oh, y'all got to get this. That is hiding your blessing in a nasty place, in some nasty people, in some nasty situations, in some nasty stuff. He got your stuff. Oh, y'all not hearing what y'all not hearing what I'm saying. The blessing is in there. Yeah. And what you got to do is you got to get out of you and go into that nasty place. Deal with them nasty people. Because Daddy said, right there is where I need you. Right there is where I hidden your blessing, your miracle, what you need. I've hidden it in the nasty place. Watch this. Hit us, and I'm done. Watch this. He now goes into the nasty place, does what the man of God tells him to do. And because even though he grumbled, he still did it. And God still blessed him. The problem would have been is if he grumbled and didn't go, he would have remained the same. Sometimes Daddy, watch this. I found that Daddy ain't worried about your grumbling sometimes. He's more considerate of your obedience. You can grumble, but be obedient. Grumble, but be obedient. Why are you grumbling going to the nasty place? Why are you grumbling? Keep walking. Go to the place where he tell you and watch what he does for you. Your grumbling don't move him. Your obedience does. Go get what he has for you. Stop judging these places and these people and the things around you. It is because you say it's nasty. Society say it's nasty. I don't want what they got. The devil is a lie. You can be nasty to me all you want to. Long as I get what I got, but what I get, what God has for me, you be nasty. But what God does is after I got what I need from you, he will remove you or remove me. I didn't got it then. You can say what you want to say. Listen, I love you. God bless you. I want you to keep igniting your faith. And remember, life is better when you have living faith. I'll be right here for a few more minutes if you want to talk to me. 803-533-1029. We're moving from religion religion to relationship. God bless you, and we'll see you again on next week, or I'll see you today at 10 a.m. right there at 806 Huff Drive in the big town of St. Matthews.
We're moving from religion to relationship. That's the core kind of union. Islam is. You got to work yourself out that masturbation.
You got it. You got to. Appreciate you.